The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
So that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of this.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down. From the 39, Jackson caught right side. It's Snead. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now here are the 49ers under 3rd-year coach Kyle Shanahan. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. From the 29. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there. First down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a tempo program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
A nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point.
Partner, remember that old film with Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. On 3rd down, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for him. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A 1st carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the counter, Ingram, and he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. This one complete to Ingram. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Don't forget, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we've got the Pats and the Texans from NRG Stadium in Houston. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, it's supposed to be really cold up in Seattle as we've got the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field at 8:15 Eastern.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Let's go, baby.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now a handoff working right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. They've got his man complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Garoppolo now. 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. You get
Garoppolo on first down. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Garoppolo now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Ingram, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Garoppolo now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll begin in the AFC South. Tennessee heading north to visit Indianapolis. And it's the Titans with the lead in the second quarter of play. Corey Davis, a touchdown reception. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they have the lead over the visiting Washington Redskins. Christian McCaffrey has a touchdown there. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Jamison Crowder, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Here we go.
On first down, it's Coleman. And down inside the 15 he goes. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21. Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he's able to get it out of there. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Coleman. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Garoppolo, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Escaping the pressure, and he's in for the 49ers score.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points, straight line.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So that'll bump it back to a 1st and 15. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Mostert. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
You got it!
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Completes it to Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Out right to Bourne. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball 4 yards or more.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run from the pistol with Ingram, and he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain there of 21 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. it just never materialized.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He can run for it, and he will. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This is Mostert, and he'll be taken down at the 18. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman, nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Here we go.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 31-27, 2:14 to play. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Jackson's got his tight end Hurst, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
What we got?
Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route, Yeah, that's not...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Throwing now is Jackson.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And they will take a knee here. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get